y'all, Stephanie with Minimalist Mom Life. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to give y'all some tips on making your motherhood feel a little bit more professional. So hopefully you can get more out of your time at home with your little ones, and hopefully they can as well. So I'm going to get right to my tips before I have little ones that are interrupting. So my number one tip for making your motherhood feel professional is to get dressed every day. And no, I don't mean that you have to dress up in high heels or have a full face of makeup, but have a time of day when you know by this time of day I am going to be dressed and I am going to be ready for the day. And heaven forbid if we have to rush off to the ER or we get a drop-in visit from a relative, you are going to be ready and feel like you are ready to take on whatever it happens that day. I think it adds to you respecting yourself when you choose to get dressed and get out of the sweatpants, and I think in respecting yourself, you usually garner more respect from other people because you're teaching people how to treat you. So get dressed every day. You can decide a mom wardrobe if you want to say every day I wear, jeans and a t-shirt, or even yoga pants and a whatever. Whatever it is, know that this is like your wardrobe, and once those clothes go on, you're hitting the ground running and it's time to go, you're starting your work day. Which brings me to my second tip, which is to have a start and an end time to your real focused motherhood time at home. So the easy one to do is just like whenever your husband has gone to work, and that's if, he works a traditional 10 to 12 hours. I know if your husband works out of town or is deployed or a single mom, these may not apply. But my husband goes to work every day around the same time, and he comes home within an hour of the same time, usually in the evenings. So from the time that he walks out that door, I know it is my time to be all in, to be mom, to be focused on my tasks. That's when the schedule of my day begins, what I really want to get done. And I've talked about in another video, block scheduling out your day to maximize your potential of getting things done and having focused, rewarding time. And so I have that blocked time where I feel like this is when I'm all in mom. When my husband comes home at the end of the day, I'm going to try and switch my hat over a little bit more to being a wife. And yes, I'm still going to cook and clean and have to put kids to bed. My focus is still going to be a little bit different because now I'm sharing those parenting responsibilities. But during those other 10 to 12 hours, it is all in. I am the only adult at home. I am the mom. I have to be focused on them. I cannot be on my phone. I cannot be watching YouTube videos or making YouTube videos or anything else unless the kids are sleeping. So have that all in scheduled time. My third tip on that is give yourself a lunch break, and if possible, give yourself a morning and an afternoon break. So if you work a regular job, if we're looking at motherhood as if it's a normal job, you would have a 15-minute break in the morning. This is just California law, so this is where I'm getting this. A 15-minute break in the afternoon and a 30-minute lunch break. So try and give yourself those times. And depending on the ages of your kids and what they're doing in their naps, like they may not be napping during all of those times, but that would be stay off your phone the rest of the time. But during that 15-minute morning break, maybe you can watch one YouTube video, or you can be on Facebook and update them, or send emails, or look on Amazon, or whatever you want to do for 15 minutes, and then turn it off because you're your own boss and you're going to stick to your schedule. And your schedule says you get a 15-minute break, not a 1-hour break to lose yourself into cleaning videos on YouTube. So turn it off after 15 minutes and get back to the rest of your scheduled day. Then again, giving yourself that 30-minute lunch break. For me, that has sometimes looked like that's when I actually eat lunch. And other times I eat lunch with my kids, and that 30-minute lunch break is just for the 30 minutes that I'm nursing Lucy down for her nap. Sometimes I have to leave her the whole time. I'm giving that my time to read a book or be on my phone or whatever I want to do for 30 minutes. If I get her down, maybe that's when I make a YouTube video or something like that. But I'm giving myself a 30-minute lunch break from all of the tasks of motherhood during that 30 minutes. Kids need to be napping or occupying themselves. And then again in the afternoon, a 15-minute break if you can get it in there. Giving yourself those times of rest so you can be really productive the rest of the time. You're not being distracted during the rest of your day to be on your phone or be doing something that you shouldn't be doing when you need to be focusing. My number 4 tip is to know your responsibilities, to know what it is you want to be doing while you're at home. You can't get things done if you don't know what to do, right? And so discuss with your husband, why are you a stay-at-home mom? What was it, if you had a stay-at-home mom when you were growing up, what was it that she did that you would like to be doing with your kids? Or what was it your husband's mom did? Or what is it that your mom friend does that you would like to be implementing into your motherhood? What cleaning things do you need to get done versus what does your husband take care of? Like in our last house, I mowed the grass. He didn't. And so that was something I wanted to get done every week. So discuss the responsibilities of who does what in the house so you know what you should be doing during the day, and of what you want your schedule to be like. Something for Jason and I is that we would like the cleaning and the chores to be done during the week, because on the weekends we want to be at church and we want to spend time as a family. So I don't want to have big projects for him on Saturday morning. For the most part, I want to have a quick clean on Saturday morning, then have the whole day to spend as a family. And so knowing those types of things will help you know what to do during the day. Just like if you had a real job, if this was actually a profession, right? You would go in and you would have tasks you would need to do every day, and you would need to have the weekends off, or you can change it again to your husband's schedule. but you would have things that you needed to get done and you would get them done each day. I have a video on block scheduling, and I will either put that in an iCard or link it down below, but seriously consider doing something like block scheduling to where each part of your day is focused on a different thing, so you're maximizing what you're getting done and your ability to focus and enjoy that. And when I talk about getting things done, I'm not saying like, so you can figure out how to spend 10 hours a day cleaning. I'm saying like, so you can make sure you spend, 35 minutes reading to your child or listening to them read, or you can paint, or you can have time for play dates. Just maximizing your time. I also highly suggest don't get sucked into the idea that because you stay at home, you could be running errands every single day. Try to have an errand day. I have one day a week that I go to the grocery store, and I have to go out of town to do that because I live in a small town now. I have a day that I know we're going to go to the library. I have a day that I know I'm always going to look to do a play date on that day. Now, will I go to the park on other days? Sure, but that day is the day that I'm going to really know, okay, I'm going to have invited people and really put something together, or been invited to something, as opposed to just the, hey, let's meet at the park, right after school time. So have times like that. Have some me time outside of being a mom. Just like your husband needs time away from his profession and away from just being the family guy, he needs a hobby or something, just even an interest. Maybe he watches sports. It doesn't have to be this big elaborate thing. Give yourself some time to have an interest in something else. Maybe that's something that you watch, or you crochet, or you scrapbook, or you exercise during nap time, or whatever it is. Give yourself a little bit of something that is your own time. I also highly suggest along those lines having a little bit of your own money. So y'all know I'm big into budgeting. One of the things that we got from Dave Ramsey and have been doing our whole marriage is having fun money. So money that Jason and I each gives a small amount once a month that we can, spend on whatever, and that is our money. And I don't have to feel like I don't deserve it because I wasn't the one earning it. Remember that when you're married, he might be the breadwinner, but it's your bread, not his. So have things like that. So thinking being a professional mother is look at ways that you can be a great home economist because you're at home. Maybe you're not bringing in an income. You don't have to necessarily go get a side hustle. Maybe you can just do better at budgeting, do better at cooking, things like that to save your family money and to help you feel like, man, you are really bringing something and impacting your family. And lastly, I would say to stop complaining about your job. Every single job, whether you're a mother or a doctor or a police officer, a Navy SEAL, whatever you are, I'm sure there are things about your job that you don't like. You can focus on those, or you can focus on the fact that you love your job, and every single job that you will ever do in your whole life will come with some tasks that maybe you don't enjoy. Don't focus on those things. Focus on things you do enjoy. Make sure that you respect your position at home and you are looking at like, hey, this is what happened today. That's a great reason to have a planner. These are all the things that we were done, and this is the amount of time that I spent pushing my child on the swing, and how valuable that is. Be encouraged by other mothers that stay at home as well. You are fighting the good fight and raising those little ones and loving them, and enjoy your time at home. If you have any tips on how you enjoy your time at home and how you make yourself feel like a professional and respect yourself, definitely leave them down in the comments down below, and I will talk to you on my next video. Have a great weekend.